How do you tell you're dealing with a bullshitter? Hi everybody, good morning. In the last few weeks, I've had two radically different experiences with people trying to sell me their services to help me get better leads for my business. One was wonderful. He was honest, helpful, and came across as a decent guy who was trying to help me out. I'm happy to give you his name. It's Jordan Ross from 8-Figure Agency. The other guy was awful. He came across as a slimy bullshitter. My subconscious was yelling at me, "Don't trust this guy." The Proverb spoke to me, "Leave the presence of a fool, or you will not discern words of wisdom." But feelings from the id aren't very helpful. I wanted to quantify what I was feeling. What was the bullshitter doing that gave me this instinctive reaction of disgust? Could I explain it? I stuck around for a little while, no longer interested in anything he had to say, except to come up with my list. I opened up a document titled The Tells of a Bullshitter, and here's the list I came up with. They want you to affirm or compliment them in cringy ways. They frequently insist on their honesty or piety. They want you to participate in their presentation in condescending ways, stuff that would be fit for a 3-year-old. They talk way too much. It's like they want to wear you out or break down your defenses so you'll just say anything to get them to stop talking. They show all the signs of narcissism. Narcissistic individuals often display a need for admiration, a sense of entitlement, and a tendency to dominate conversations. And they're shameless. So that was my list, and that seemed like a good start, but I wanted more, so I asked ChatGPT, which gave me a few more characteristics. Bullshitters frequently make vague or exaggerated claims. They tend to make grandiose or ambiguous statements without providing specific details. So pressing them for details is a good way to expose them. Along with this is a lack of consistency, because it's hard to keep your story straight when you're making it up on the fly. This also causes them to dodge direct questions and fail to provide supporting evidence for their claims. They tend to overuse buzzwords or jargon to create the illusion of expertise or knowledge. You know, if somebody can't explain something in simple words, they don't understand it. There's an inconsistency in their body language. Bullshitters may exhibit signs of discomfort, such as fidgeting, avoiding contact, or displaying defensive body language when being questioned or challenged. Now, although frankly, when you see these things, at least you know you're dealing with a human that's uncomfortable with lies. The real problem is the person who shows no discomfort whatsoever when they lie. Bullshitters tend to dismiss or invalidate perspectives that don't go along with their narrative. And as I said in my list, there's constant self-promotion. So, which leads me to bullshitter tactics. It's one thing to recognize a bullshitter when you're speaking to him and can see him because you have all these senses that are on the alert. But like, what about an email? How do bullshitters abuse email? It might be excessive flattery. It might be pretended urgency. It might be ambiguity, exaggerated promises, misleading subject lines, manipulative language. I asked some friends for some examples, and they provided a couple. I'm following up on a call email when they never did call or email. Are you receiving my emails? Or don't you want to hear from me? Or the old, have you been eaten by alligators thing. So I'm sharing this for two reasons. One, as an individual, I hope you're now a little bit better equipped to recognize when you're talking to a bullshitter. But then second, make sure you're not doing this stuff in your, I don't mean you specifically, but your company. Make sure your company is not engaging in these ugly bullshitter tactics. And I'm sorry for the French. I try to avoid language like that, but it just seemed like I had to use it today, so I have to mark this one explicit. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's talk. If so, please remember to subscribe, like, and share, and visit me at crablegroup.com. Thanks so much.